In a country of mountains, islands, and endless diversity, lies a story of vision, born not in comfort, but in courage. This is Papua New Guinea, a nation where enterprise meets resilience, where every challenge tells a story, and every setback shapes the next chapter. Among the nation's most enduring business legacies, one name stands apart: CPL Group. From a small pharmacy on Ela Beach to one of PNG's largest retail networks, this is not just a story about commerce. It's about people, it's about purpose, and it's about the belief that even in the face of disaster, hope can rebuild what fire and chaos destroy. It's the story of a man who refused to give up, and a company that became part of the nation's heartbeat. This is the story of CPL Group, a journey through fire, faith, and 40 years of resilience. From one pharmacy to a nation, the Mahesh Patel story. It all began with a young pharmacist from Fiji, ambitious, restless, and determined to see the world beyond his small hometown of Bar.
It goes back to when I was doing my internship in New Zealand, right after graduating from pharmacy school. The easy thing was to finish, then go back to Fiji where I was born. But I don't know. Maybe it was ambition. Maybe the go-getter in me, I said. No. I want to travel. I want to see more of the world. And one of the places that came to mind was Nauru. Nauru was booming back then. Phosphate mines. Everyone driving a Mercedes. So, when you're 23 or 24, that sort of thing excites you.
But fate had other plans.
One day, while I was working in New Zealand, my boss brought me a newspaper clipping. "Hey," he said, "there's a pharmacist's job in Papua New Guinea." I looked at it and said, "No, they want 5 years experience. I've just graduated." He goes, "No, you're good. Apply anyway." So, this was 1983. No emails, no online applications. I handwrote the letter. That was actually the first and last formal job application I ever made. Months passed. I'd gone back to Fiji, doing relief work, young, free, a bit of partying. Then one day, I get a call on the landline, my future boss from Chapman's Pharmacy in Baroko. "Are you still interested in the job?" I said, "Sure." And this is funny. I had to find a world atlas to see where Papua New Guinea was.
In 1984, Mahesh Patel boarded a plane via Sydney with just $35 in his pocket and a one-way ticket to Port Moresby.
I told myself, I'll do my contract and go back. My family thought I was crazy. Even my late mum said, "It's dangerous, snakes and everything. I'll come with you." I said, "Mum, if it's dangerous, why would I take you?" So I came, landed on a Sunday afternoon, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Patel quickly became known for more than filling prescriptions.
Most people treated me like a doctor, but I enjoyed talking to them. I tell my young pharmacists today, don't just hand out the medicine, talk to the patient. Many people from villages had never been taught how to use antibiotics properly, when to take them, when to stop, how to use eye drops. Sometimes I'd tell them, "You don't need medicine. Go home, gargle salt water, drink lemon tea." And they'd come back later saying, "Boss, I got better." That gave me real joy, helping people, not just selling medicine.
Port Moresby's population was about 300,000 back then, but only 2 or 3 pharmacies served the entire city.
When I saw that, I thought, there's opportunity here. Steamships approached us to open pharmacies and supermarkets, something new for PNG. I didn't know business, so I got some friends to help me write a proposal. The first one got thrown in the bin. The second one worked, and that's how it started. There was no market research, just my gut and my connection with people.
CPL, City Pharmacy Ltd, would grow into one of Papua New Guinea's largest retail groups. But the road wasn't easy.
We almost went bust 3 or 4 times. The first was a cash flow crisis. We couldn't pay suppliers. Banks wouldn't extend credit. I sat in front of the bank manager and cried. Then came fires, like Burns Phillip in Baroko. We lost everything. Later, the Wagani Central fire, and the insurance company went bust. We're still waiting to be paid. 2017 was the worst. Our central warehouse burned down overnight. 8 delivery vehicles loaded with medicine. Gone. I was ready to retire, but the bank said, Unless you return as CEO, we can't back you. We had 3,000 employees, maybe 20,000 mouths depending on them. My family told me, Dad, reinvest in the baby you created. So I did. And when our staff came up to me, crying, thanking me because their children had graduated, that's when I knew this wasn't just business anymore.
Years after its humble beginnings, CPL faced one of its darkest days, January 2024, a day that would later be called Black Wednesday. Widespread civil unrest erupted across Port Moresby. Shops were looted, lives were threatened, and in a single day, everything Mahesh Patel and his team had built, from pharmacies to supermarkets, was torn apart.
That day, I'll never forget it. It wasn't just buildings, it was people's livelihoods. Stop and Shop, the supermarket brand we'd nurtured for years, was gutted. Our pharmacies were vandalized, stock stolen, even medicines meant for hospitals. When I walked through the ashes afterward, I felt like 40 years of work had disappeared overnight. But what broke me wasn't the loss of money. It was the faces of our staff crying, helpless. We had over 3,000 people depending on us. We tried everything to recover, but the losses were too deep. Eventually, we had to make the hardest call: to sell the Stop and Shop chain to another company. We kept the pharmacy business because that's where it all began. That was our heart.
The riots of Black Wednesday marked the end of one era and the rebirth of another, a business empire reshaped by loss, but anchored by purpose.
Business isn't about glamour, it's about resilience. If you fail, you bounce back. If you believe in yourself, you'll find a way. I tell young entrepreneurs, step 1, believe. Step 2, hit the market running. Step 3, work hard. There's no shortcut. Passion, perseverance, hard work.
By 2007, Patel had shifted focus from profits to purpose.
We created the CPL Foundation to formalize what we were already doing, giving back. Our focus is women and girls, education, health, empowerment. When we launched the cervical cancer clinic, 100 women tested in 10 days. 15 came positive, 14 treated immediately. That's saving lives. That's the joy I get. And now, we're mentoring year 11 and 12 girls through our RISE program. Teaching etiquette, careers, confidence. For me, that's retirement, not golf, not gardening, giving back.
After 40 years in PNG, Patel's views on leadership are direct and uncompromising.
Leadership today, there's too much talk, not enough walk. We hold investment conferences every year, but where's the report card? In business, you miss your KP. Is you're out? In government, people fail, but they stay on. We need accountability, real leadership that walks the talk. PNG doesn't need more workshops in hotels. It needs people out in the field, working, building, farming, doing what it takes to make a real difference.
Now in his 60s, Sir Mahesh Patel continues to mentor the next generation.
I'm 65 and still learning. Every time I travel, I visit pharmacies and supermarkets. I ask, why can't we do this in Papua New Guinea? Because there's no reason we can't be world-class. That's the legacy I want to leave. That we built something lasting, something that changed lives.
From a handwritten job application in 1983 to an empire that changed a nation's retail landscape, Mahesh Patel's journey is one of belief, resilience, and service.
If I can do it with $35 in my pocket and a dream, then anyone can. You just need passion, hard work, and the heart to give back.
A celebrated business leader and a proud Papua New Guinean at heart, Sir Mahesh Patel was recognised for his contribution to commerce and communities with the Knight Bachelor Award in the 2020 Queen's Birthday Honours List and a citizenship in 2022. He has since resigned from his post as Managing Director of the group, written a book about his life and accomplishments, and continues his passion as Chairman for the CPL Foundation, championing causes close to his heart.